Hello, Teacher Stephanie here with VIPKID. Today I'm talking to you about the application process for VIPKID. And just make note of the date of the recording of this video because the application process changes almost monthly. It changes quite often. So I'm going to talk to you about what I know about the application process this month, which is April 2019. Okay, let's get started. So the first step in the application is to fill out the actual application. And usually you'll find that, you will find that online. If you want to become one of my referrals, which includes my services, which I'll talk about in a few minutes, you can go to this link, bit.ly/VIPKidHire. That will take you directly to my referral link. And if you use my referral link, I will see you in my teacher portal. I'll see your email. I'll reach out to you and I'll offer my services to you to help you get through the entire application process. You'll fill out the application at that link, and you're going to be asked a few questions about your background and what experience you have with children or with teaching. You're not required to have a teaching certificate. You're not required to have formal teaching time in the classroom, but you are required to check off that you have 1 year or more of teaching experience. So make sure that you check off 1 year or more. And I think right now the boxes include 1 to 3. So that's one option, 1 to 3 years, 3 to 5, and 5 and above. Add up all of your years experience teaching children. That can be homeschool, that can be coaching, that can be babysitting, tutoring, anything you can think of where you were leading and interacting with children. So add up all of those years, check that number off, and that number is pretty important. When I think back to my own application, I think I only checked 5 years because that's how many years of formal teaching experience I had in the classroom, but I had more years than that. I taught in a daycare center. I think I led a youth group at one point. I know I've had more time than that, and I should have checked it off because I later heard through the grapevine that people that checked off greater than 5 years received more pay. I didn't know that. So just add all of the years you can think of that you have interacted with children. So, okay. So after you receive your notification that your application went through, which you should know right away, actually, because it's just computer generated, it'll know if you checked off all the right things, and if you did, you're in. So the next step is the interview or the Fast Pass option. So the interview is where you will either record yourself on the teaching platform talking about your experience with children, with education, with the English language, and then you will do a demo, which means you will teach a lesson. And if you do what's called the Interview Express, you'll only teach 2 slides. So you'll only be teaching for 2 minutes. So you'll be talking about yourself for 1 minute, teaching for 2 minutes. That's called the Interview Express. I have recently heard that that is going away after April of 2019. And what's going to replace it is called the Smart Demo, I believe, where you record yourself on your smartphone, and the directions will be included if that's the option that's chosen for you. I think there's a quiz. I think there's like a tutorial and then a quiz, and then you record yourself. That's what we've heard, and that should be starting as of May 1st, 2019. The other option that's still on the table, as far as we know, is the Fast Pass. That's the option that I took. I'm not 100% sure. I'm glad I did it that way. But so that is where you're sent an invitation to show up live to a Fast Pass coaching session near you. My session was in Miami because I live in Palm Beach County. And I went to the Fast Pass coaching session, which was about 2 hours long, where they teach you how to teach the slides, how to teach the lessons, and then they have you practice. And it was helpful. I watched a lot of YouTube videos, so it wasn't 100% necessary for me to go there. I got just as much from the YouTube videos as I did from the Fast Pass coaching session. But the benefit of going to the Fast Pass coaching session is you get to skip the interview process. So it just pushes your application through faster. Or, Fast Pass instead of interview if that's what you like. Now, when they start the Smart Demo option, I don't know if they're going to be still offering the Fast Pass to replace the Smart Demo interview. Okay, so Not sure what it's going to be like next month exactly. But so when you are doing if you do your interview, you want to include, as I mentioned, all of your years of teaching experience. So describe in which capacities you were interacting with and leading children. You want to include any experience you have with the English language, anything that shows that you have mastery of the English language. So for example, if I were to go back and do the interview, which I didn't, I did the FastPass, but if I did the interview, I would explain, because I have a couple of blogs about holistic nutrition and holistic medicine. And both of my blogs ranked in the top 30 or top 100 in the holistic genre of blogs. So I would mention that, and I would say the reason I ranked so high is because of my mastery of the English language. And that is true. So I would explain that. I've done some writing for other companies and things like that. I always excelled in my language arts classes, and I always enjoyed them. I really did. I thought grammar was fun. I don't know if that's weird, but I did. Maybe somewhere in the back of my mind, I knew I was going to be teaching English and grammar one day. Explain why you like working with children, and anything else that has to do. You don't have to talk about any other experience. I was a pharmaceutical sales rep at one point in my long journey of careers, and that really has nothing to do with teaching English. They don't care. It won't get you extra points. So that is it. Those are your options at this time, April 2019. The third step in the process is Mock 1. This is where you will teach a mock lesson. Again, you're just teaching the slides that they give you. And this one will be 10 minutes long, and you will teach the slides the way you would teach in the classroom. And you'll have your backdrop set up. You'll have your lighting right. You'll have your camera angle at eye level like mine is. And you will have practiced ahead of time. If you're one of my referrals, after you've practiced yourself, record yourself doing it the best that you can. Send me the recording and I will critique it and let you know if there are any changes you need to make before you do the actual demo or mock class with VIPKID, and I'll let you know what you're doing well. And then you can kind of change things up and hopefully pass on your first mock the way I did. If you don't pass the first mock lesson, you can then go to mock 2 and do a second try. Now, if you don't pass the second mock lesson, I think they'll tell you that you have to wait a certain amount of time before you can reapply. But many people are reapplying with a different email address. VIPKID doesn't care. It's common practice in this field, and people are just reapplying with a new email address, going to mock 3. Many people, if they didn't pass on 1, 2, they do on 3, and that's it. Each time you don't pass the mock mentor, the person who reviewed your video or did the live mock with you, will send you feedback, and the feedback is very thorough. They'll let you know what you need to improve on for the next time. If you improve those things, you most likely will pass the next time. So with the mock, you have 2 options. Again, you can do a recorded mock, which means for 10 minutes, you're teaching the class. You're pretending like a student is on the other end, even to the point of correcting. Pretend like they made a mistake and you're correcting their pronunciation or making sure that they said all the words in a sentence, etc. Or you can do a live mock with an actual teacher who's called a mock class mentor, who will be scoring your performance, and then they will send you the feedback. So just know that those are the 2 options at this time. And then the next phase in the application process is you are hired. Once you're hired, they will do a background check. You will have to upload your credentials, so something showing your bachelor's degree. I literally just took a picture of my degree from Florida State University that's on the wall and submitted it. They didn't even want a official transcript, so they were happy with that. I took a picture of my teaching certificate. If you don't have one, that's okay. If you have any experience like with ESL or TESOL, showing that you have done any study in English as a second language, you can take a picture of that and upload that. I had a college course I took in ESL and I uploaded that. Any kind of certification that has anything to do with teaching the English language, you can upload. And they'll do a background check, an official background check. It'll take a few days. And then your contract will be available on the teacher portal for you to sign. And in that contract, you'll see the pay that they are offering you. At that point, after you sign your contract, you're now ready to put together your bio or your profile page that the parents can see. So you're going to upload a short video. Usually people do about a 60-second video of yourself talking to the kid. You're pretending like you're talking to the kids. You're going to be talking slowly, introducing yourself. You might want to say, you know, my name is Teacher Stephanie. I'm with VIPKID, and maybe have some little props and, you know, talk, be cute, do something cute, say something about yourself, and that's it. They just want to get a feel for you, how you talk, stuff like that. And I will put a link up here of my video. The video is very important. That's probably what the parent is going to make their decision on if they want to book with you. I personally got bookings right out of the gate, and that's not true for everyone. Some people have to wait weeks and months before they even get their first. I put a lot of effort into my video, my intro video, and I just started booking immediately, like the first day I was open or something like that. So I think that's very important. You can literally go to Fiverr.com and hire someone for $5 or $10 to edit your little 1-minute intro video. So that is something I suggest if you can't edit yourself. And then also on your profile page, you'll upload 2 pictures. One should be a headshot so that they can see you, and another should be maybe a lifestyle photo, you doing something fun, something like that. I have one of me with my best friend, we were out to dinner and it's just the 2 of us. Then you'll have a bio written up, which is kind of just a paragraph about yourself, a little bit about your experience, you know, how you interact with the kids in class, stuff like that. And that's it. And then you're ready to open your schedule. All right, so that's the application process. If you want to learn more about VIPKID, I will link that as well up here, because I did an entire presentation similar to this, explaining VIPKID, explaining the pay, the hours, and the job description to see if you're even interested. And if you're interested in becoming one of my referrals, which includes feedback on your recorded mock lesson, among other things, access to my Facebook group, access to my Google Drive, which has a bunch of printable things that you can use in your classroom, things like this, and props and things, then go ahead and use my link or go to bit.ly/VIPKidHire. That's my quick link to my referral link, and go ahead and apply, and I will see that you applied using my link, and I'll send you an email to offer my services to you. All right, I hope everyone has a great day, and good luck with the application process.